Hey, it's Game Hydro. We've got the ultimate beginner's guide for you for war drone 3D shooting games, and we'll tell you everything that you need to know, not only as a beginner, but these tips will also be useful if you are an advanced player of the game. So, first of all, we're going to show you how to mess with the controls, because if you just started playing this game, it may look a little strange to have your movement buttons be on the right side and your shooting buttons be on the left side. If you are a right-handed individual, this will especially be strange to you. If you are a left-handed individual, you will probably enjoy this a lot. However, as you saw, we tapped over to the settings and the control options, and from the control options, you can literally move around every individual control. You can put fire button over here, fire button over here, fire button over here, the special weapon bar over here, etc., and so on and so forth. So do that if you're new to the game and you are right-handed. If you're left-handed, you're probably enjoying the layout the way it is, and if you've been playing the game for a while, then you're probably used to it. I'm used to it, so I'm going to cancel out this whole layout change because I don't want to screw with how I'm doing. Also, the aiming sensitivity right in the middle is pretty good, but if you have a large level, especially one where you got to kind of pivot and twist a lot, then you should increase the aiming sensitivity a bit. Generally, I don't recommend decreasing it below what the standard is, because then it will just make it a little too tough to find enemies when you're playing. You also got your calendar right here. This resets. Not only if you don't play for a day, it resets, but after you claim all 5 days in a row, it'll reset back to the beginning. Day 1, day 2, day 4, day 5, you're going to get free gold, and that gold can be used on the support cards. We'll go over that a little later, but right now we're going to start playing a level and go over some stuff that's good to know as a noob, or even as a non-noob. So right at the beginning, before you hit the play button, you'll see who you're supposed to protect and get intel on all the enemies you'll face. So tap on each of these individual blocks to see who you're going to face. You got infantry, the fuel truck, the Humvee in this level, the Striker, the Scorpion tank, the Scud launcher. They're all ranked by speed and armor and damage. For example, you can see the Scud launcher here, which looks like one of those really ugly Oshkosh trucks that you see just outside of military bases. The Scud launcher is slow, doesn't have a lot of armor, but does a completely ridiculous amount of damage. Usually it will one-shot you. So when you see him, you want to get rid of him first. Okay, so you got the zoom button on the left side, 1, 2, 3. I like going with 1. You got about a 1 second delay. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. So aim everything as if there's about a 1 second movement speed to go. Now your 20 millimeter or whatever millimeter gun, I don't remember the exact millimeters, despite being the least splashy and least flashy weapon, that is going to be your most important weapon, especially against large vehicles, because the rapid fire allows it to do lots of damage, number 1. And number 2, you're going to have to grind a lot, so don't worry about losing a stage over and over. That's just part of things. See these little white things over here? These are fuel barrels. Shoot them, they blow up. They tend to knock out some infantry troops sometimes, but they aren't usually strong enough to actually do much. We just used one of our special weapons that's down in the bottom right corner. You'll unlock those as you do supply drops. Those are generally, at least with the with things like the special forces and the helicopter, those tend to be best for taking care of large numbers of infantry troops, which is highly useful because those infantry troops, despite having the lowest stats out of anybody, they have lots of numbers. So when you got 10 of them, 15 of them firing at your friendly's going to die fast.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, buddy. So you can either collect the cash right away, or you can watch an ad video to go 50% higher. if I wasn't shooting a video, I'd probably go 50% higher. But generally, the more cash that you earn, and you earn more of it by killing enemies, the more enemies that you kill, the better. The more that you want to shoot the video. All right, so here's your 3 weapons. You got the 25mm gun, the Hydra 70, the Hellfire. The Hydra 70 and the Hellfire you unlock after the fact, the gun you start the game with. Despite being the first weapon that you have, it's actually the most important. So not only because the damage is very high with as fast as it fires, but how much ammo you have. The Hellfire does a ton of damage, but it fires very, very slowly, and occasionally the laser-guided targeting can be really stupid. Also, as far as grinding for money, you're really going to have to play these stages a lot in order to grind, but there are ways to minimize it. When you get to the point where you're about 80 to 90% complete on a level, don't beat it right away. Grind it a little bit. Get as far as you can, and then let the last or the second to last thing that pops up kill your friendly. That will actually give you a lot of cash that you can work with for upgrades going into the next level. When you beat a level and then play it again, you cannot earn more cash from it, so you cannot use it for grinding. You can only grind off of the newest level that you're playing, which can make things a lot harder than they have to be for real. All right, let's look for... Oh yeah, use those little red arrows that pop up around the targeting rows in the center of the game, or in the center of the screen. Use those to find more enemies, especially if you're having a hard time finding them. Get rid of infantry troops quick, get rid of vehicles quick. This is random, but if you have a quest that is telling you to knock out 3 vehicles with 1 Hellfire, but you're having a hard time doing it, soften up those vehicles and weaken them first using your 25mm gun, and then when they're almost dead, blow them out of the water with the Hydra. Do this. That's an easy way to beat the quest. Anyways, get to an 80-90% completion status and then lose on the current stage before you actually move on. That's a pretty easy way to grind for more cash and more upgrades. And you're going to have to do this because oftentimes when you go to the next level, you will you'll have to do a lot of upgrades because the enemy troops that you faced before and the enemy vehicles that you faced before will have significantly more defense and more health than they did in the previous level. So all of a sudden, those strikers that were easy to destroy on one level become very difficult to destroy on the next level after that. All right, so supply drops. You get free gifts sometimes. What you do with those is up to you. But make sure to spend your gold on supply drops. Over here, you can either purchase 1 at a time or 5 at a time. Also, you can do limited ad videos for 1,000 cash or 50 gold. The supply drops will either give you buffs, which can improve your drone, improve one of your 3 guns, or they'll give you reinforcements or supports, which give you reinforcements and super weapons. Now, the super weapons are one-time use weapons that will do massive amounts of damage, typically, and sometimes massive amounts of splash damage. Be sure to test them before you decide on your favorite setup. And if you're having a tough time on a new level, and you have a lot of these in store, then be sure to experiment with picking different weapons for the battle. Now, if you do a supply drop and you get a duplicate weapon, it will level up. It will level up the card that you already have, which will improve either the splash damage that's done, the damage that's done, the range, or if it's a healing item, it'll improve the healing. So it will, either way, you're going to benefit. On the right side, when you see collect now, that will light up when you have ad videos to watch or you have available ad videos. So be sure to grind you're going to have to grind a lot. Be sure to grind for as much cash and as much gold as possible. Also, you'll see the energy meter up here. You get 2 maximum energy at a time. You can either spend 99 gold for a full refill or watch an ad video for an energy boost of 2. Absolutely never spend the gold on it because there is no limit to the amount of ad videos that you can watch for free energy. Most games will limit you to maybe between 1 and 3 ad videos for more energy. This game will not limit you at all. You can watch the ad videos as many times as you want to for more energy. The only limiter is how much patience you have for ad videos. All right, thank you for watching. This is Game Hydro. Please let us know what topics you need help with, what more you would like to see us do videos about for War Drone 3D shooting games. Please like and subscribe and leave comments. Thank you.